Talking about assets that have been trading well today. Polygon, Matic, Pol, whatever you want to call this thing, it is still around, it is still growing, okay? It is a Web3 layer 1 protocol that has been around for quite a long time. It's rebranded quite a few times now, but it's absolutely been banging it today, guys. I'm talking, we've seen explosive growth from this bad boy. We're talking 4.8% here in the last day for this asset. And you can see here, actually a bit more than that, 9.92% here over on CMC. And look how bullish this chart is. So in this video, we're gonna be breaking down this asset. We're gonna look at this from a technical analysis standpoint and really dive into why and how much money could be made with this asset. So you can see in the last 7 days, we have seen actually a 13% gain here, even after having a little bit of a pullback from the following day there. It is still actually up quite a lot. In the last month, yes, down 14%, but it's still catching its way up. Macro downtrend, micro uptrend. Look at this lovely uptrend here, guys. Massive pullback there, but we're still forming good shape here over the last day or so, which is really, really good news for this asset. With a market cap of $2.55 billion, it is placed 40th out of all cryptocurrency rankings, okay? Which is actually pretty high considering, okay? Usually when you see a rebrand from say quite a high cap asset, it's quite likely that you see a lot of people pull out their investment. It's natural, it does happen. We've seen it many times. We just saw it with FTM migrating over to S token. I was sat around a $5 to $10 billion market cap, and now currently sat at roughly around a $2 billion market cap. So it does really extract liquidity out of the token, unfortunately, and investors get a bit spooked. But Matic was a real contender here in the cryptocurrency market, and Polygon is still there. It's still doing its thing. It's still hosting many projects on its chain, and it's actually on a big sort of recovery move in itself, okay? So I really think that this actually just updated. It's 4.68% now because it's come down a bit. But I do actually think that this thing has got a lot of legs, and we will see a massive contender in this run, because this guy was around basically back in 2021, guys, and it was doing massive moves, doing like 30 to 50% in a day here. So yeah, there's definitely some excitement left with this asset. Now you can see that trend line I just drew from the high back in December the 3rd here from this asset, and you can see it's been trending down quite aggressively ever since. Now the reason why I'm drawing that trend line is because there is a resistance point here around 2717. Now that does correlate pretty well with this volume weighted ATR on the 4 hour. Basically, short this asset at this area. No, I'm only playing, but there is a potential short here that we can be taking advantage of because we usually do reject off the 4 hour here. It's pretty much set in stone. Usually always happens, guys. So we can get a little example of that. Okay, we broke above it there, but we haven't got that much data, unfortunately. But you can see that we do have massive rejection from this trend line here. So we need to be very vigilant for that as well with the 4 hour volume weighted ATR band. Yes, we're nearly above all major moving averages. Great sign. But with that comes resistance. Okay, so if we do see us come up to this area, there is probably a short to the 55, and then we're going to test the 55 as a level of support. And by the time that that's happened, the 7 SMA and the 21 will probably all be in this area as well. And then we've got a bounce point from this area too, and then likely some consolidation here for a little while until we see a lovely big breakout from this trend line to the upside. I do hope up to probably the 200 EMA, worth around 17.98% there. No crazy chart patterns that I'm going to be drawing today. We might have a symmetrical triangle chart pattern that we could talk about. Not symmetrical triangle chart pattern. Sorry, it's a parallel channel, a downward sloping parallel channel to be exact here. And this would be what we would be actually really be looking for. You can see support. Very clean. And that basically forms a downward sloping parallel channel. Parallel channels, guys, they tend to actually usually break to the upside. So this would actually be the measure move here that we could be looking out for there, which would roughly be worth here 40%. Juicy 40%. That's all I'm going to say about Pol. Let me know what you think in the comment section of this asset. Before I go, guys, I want to talk to you quickly about Best Wallet. Now, Best Wallet is super unique. They've actually just raised $11.5 near enough $4 million. Okay, they're a Web3 wallet like MetaMask, like Phantom, and they're basically releasing a really cool selling point, a really cool utility that's not been done before. It's bridging the gap between Web2 and Web3 payments. They're creating a contactless card system that is hosted on your phone where you can pay for stuff using best wallet, best card with your crypto. This will support stablecoins, other cryptocurrencies as well, as they do support 60 chains already. Super bullish, and they've basically released this pre-sale with their token and their ecosystem to support this utility. So go check them out. They've already got 100,000 users. Definitely something to sink your teeth into if you are looking for a new juicy project to get involved with. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Peace out for now. I'll see you in the next.